In today's tutorial, I want to take you guys behind the scenes on a recent shoot with my client Beauty Band Co. and just show you how I styled these and what my thought patterns were. So we went with a summer theme for this shoot, which obviously dictates what props we're going to be using. Now, I did find it a little bit challenging to style these at some points. There was a moment, which you'll see in this video, which I get a little bit frustrated just because I hit a creative wall. But that's what happens when you're on set. Sometimes you need a little break. And if you want to gain some insight into how I edited these photos, you can find the full behind the scenes inside my course, Become a Brand Photographer, where I literally show you exactly how I retouch these images and go from this to this. So I will leave a link in the description below if you want to go and check that out. It essentially will teach you everything you need to know to find success as a product photographer. And you can use the code YouTube for 10% off at checkout. All right, so we're gonna come to our first scene here, and I've got my Millinote board on the left-hand side for easy reference. So we're going for a summer theme with this shoot, and what I've started with is basically the booty bands on blocks. I feel like using blocks is going to be the best way to display the bands so that each band stands on its own. So the way that you kind of want to approach your scenes is always build from the ground up. Lay down your foundations first and then start building. I've got salmon colored backgrounds from Officeworks, and then strobe light on the left, up high, and then I've got another fill light on the right with my SL60W. All right, so what I'm thinking for this next one is that we shoot from a kind of lower angle, and we have the bands draped over something. Okay, so I actually have turned this block around because it's a bit easier to line them up, and I'm using blue tack to stick them to the back because some of these are like the 3, 4, and 5 are heavier booty bands. So I've got to make sure that they are firmly secured so that they are lying as straight as possible. This is not the easiest thing in the world to match these up. I think I've been at this for about 10 minutes already. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take the shot as it is and just see what it is we're working with. Oh, take that off timer. And where I need to amend my lighting. So I'm getting a shadow on this side, so I need to amend my light and probably move it a little bit this way towards my camera, towards the middle of the scene, and actually bring it up more. I think that'll work much better. Take it again. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm getting my lighting right. Now I'm still getting a shadow, so what I'm actually gonna do is move this forward and bring it away from my background so that the background is not gonna have shadow on it. So I'm also thinking that maybe I want something in the foreground here as well, like on the sides, whether that is like some fruit, maybe a pineapple. All right, so now I'm gonna line my foreground with peaches. So I've just got a variety of white and yellow peaches. And it's just popping up in the foreground of my camera. I definitely think this is looking much better, much more creative as well. Okay, so for this next scene, the idea is to slam an ice cream cone of sorbet down onto the booty bands. So I'm gonna be setting up my scene first and basically putting my hand in as to exactly where I want it before I go ahead with the ice cream. I can obviously redo the ice cream shot multiple times as I am using a vinyl backdrop, so you can easily just clean off any mess. I'm hoping the booty bands will be easier to clean too, but let's see how this goes. So I've got my setup here. My camera is on a tripod looking down, and I'm just gonna place my hand in first and see where's gonna be best for me to just slam dunk this ice cream. Lighting up here, I've got it up very high, and I've just got another light on the right hand side as well. So I think we're ready for the main event. I've built out the scene a little bit more with some peach slices, just to give it something extra, make it look more creative, more summery, and now we're ready to do the ice cream slam. Now, what I do love about this backdrop here is that because it's vinyl, I can get it really messy and just like really easily clean it up, and it's not gonna like do much. It's not gonna do anything to the backdrop or ruin it. So this one is from Collab Backdrops. It's actually it's a custom color backdrop, and it's just that perfect summer shade for this. But yeah, absolutely like no mark left. I love it. All right, so we're on to our next scene now, to our next bundle, and this is called Pashed by Strawberry. So I'm gonna start with this non-reflective paper backdrop, and I'm gonna add in, this is actually just a glass of pink lemonade kombucha, and I've put strawberry on top to reflect the name. And then I feel like I want to put in these sunglasses somewhere to give it, just to add a bit more of a summer vibe. So I don't know if I want to like lean them or like put them upside down over here. Okay, so I'm gonna take that shot, I'm gonna see what it looks like and see what's happening, if it needs anything else. All right, so we are on to our next scene now, and I'm gonna be putting in some strawberries, and I've got my mood board here just as like a reference that I can go off, and my shot list. So I'm gonna start packing out this shot with the strawberries first. So next I'm just gonna go around and wipe down all the little like strawberry stains that I've made, and the rest I can clean up in post-production. Okay, so that's my start. Now I'm also thinking that this scene is gonna need other things. I'm thinking it needs like maybe another wall here. Maybe I put a white wall so there is more dimension to the photo. I'm just gonna play around and see what I can come up with. Okay, so I actually want to put a lipstick stain like right here because it's called Pashed by a Strawberry. So we're gonna do this. Oh, I think that might have worked. Oh my God. Okay, so this is a little bit of an intermission, and I am sharing this because this is sometimes the reality of a product photography shoot. Sometimes you get to a point where you just get really frustrated and you lose ideas, you lose creativity after a long day. I think I've been at this for quite a few hours already, and I've got 3 photos left to do. I'm like, I just need to pump these out. But to be honest, I have experimented with a couple of scenes. I'm just like, I'm not liking anything. If I don't like it, the client's not gonna like it. So it's really important that, for me at least, when I take a photo, I'm like, yep, that's it, I can move on. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, I just wanted to say that sometimes you don't get everything done in a day. Sometimes you need to take a break, and whether that is half an hour break or an hour break, you can come back to it later on in the same day, whether that is having a day off or even a couple of days between between photos for the same shoot. Because when you're doing so many projects at once, you are expending a lot of creative energy, and sometimes we can't just like whip up all these amazing ideas just on one day. And this is actually a really big reason that I don't turn around images in 7 days anymore. I just don't do it as a principle, even if I have the space, because I need creative space during my shoot and during my week. To me, that's really important. That's how I create really good work. Whereas if you're shooting every single day and, you know, someone wants images a couple of days after the shoot, it doesn't even give you time to reflect on your own work and to think like, oh, could I have done this better? Or maybe I can try this, or maybe I can experiment with this. Photographers need time to be creative, and that's going to produce the best work for the brands that we work with. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys because at the moment I'm just feeling really frustrated. I'm feeling a little flat. I'm just like, how the heck do I finish these last couple of images? So maybe I'll push through and like experiment with a couple of other ideas now, or maybe I'll just come back to it in a couple of days. So I'm experimenting more with different ways to display these. I figured the best way to display these beauty bands is to make them 3D, and by doing that I'm using these blocks, and I kind of thought this was a fun and creative way to display some of the bands. So it's going to be like over the top, this shot here, and then I've added in some pineapple. Not sure about the pieces yet, but we're going to see what it looks like, to add a touch of like summer. But I figured this piece here, it's like, it's wavy, and so the name of this this bundle is Wet and Wild. So it's like, this is kind of like the waves of the ocean, is what I'm going for at the moment. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is my last scene here, and all I've been doing is pouring water into this acrylic tray. If you want to know where I get this from, I share all my prop resources inside my course, Become a Brand Photographer. But yeah, I think this will turn out quite nice. I'm happy with the ripples that I've got. I've got my strobe light up here, and then another continuous light there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that behind the scenes, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to answer. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.